I never imagined the day would come when I'd quietly walk away from the woman I once saw myself growing old beside. But sometimes all it takes is a single careless sentence, one self-centered idea spoken out loud, to tear down everything you thought was solid and true. It began on a Wednesday night. Nothing remarkable about it. We were sitting together on the couch, half distracted by a true crime series playing on Netflix. Our usual midweek routine. She was nestled into her favorite corner, legs tucked beneath a blanket, aimlessly scrolling through her phone. She looked peaceful, at ease. And looking back now, that might be the cruelest part. Without warning, she turned off her screen, glanced over at me, and said, "Can I ask you something and promise you won't get mad?" Right then, I felt the shift. You don't hear those words before good news. Still, I nodded, though my gut already tightened. She gave a nervous smile, like she was testing how deep the water was before jumping in. "I've just been thinking a lot lately," she began, "about us, and maybe we could try something new together." I raised an eyebrow. "New how?" She hesitated, then finally said it. "What would you think about bringing someone else into the relationship?" Her tone was soft, casual, like she was suggesting we try a different restaurant. "Not open our marriage." I blinked in disbelief. "You mean a third person?" "Yeah," she said, voice gentle. "Just for fun. Nothing serious. No attachments. Just something different." I let out a small laugh, not from amusement, but pure shock. "Where is this coming from?" She hesitated. Then the truth followed. "There's this guy I work with, Ryan. We've been talking a lot, and he's really open to this kind of thing, hypothetically. And it made me wonder, what if we gave a shot?" At first, I honestly thought she was joking. "You've been talking to your co-worker about inviting him into our marriage?" She quickly shook her head. No, it's not like that. We were just talking about how people are so traditional, how relationships are changing. And it made me realize maybe we've been limiting ourselves." She looked at me like she was handing me a gift, like she truly believed she was offering something exciting, something we'd explore together. But inside, I felt my chest getting heavier. "So let me understand this," I said slowly. "You've been having conversations about us with this Ryan guy, without me knowing, and now you're suggesting we bring him into our bedroom?" "It's not cheating," she replied quickly. "I haven't done anything with him. I just thought maybe this could be something we experience together. Something different. We felt a bit stuck lately, haven't we?" I stared at her, my mind spiraling to the past few weeks. How she started dressing up more for work, the late hours, the way she'd smile at her phone when she thought I wasn't paying attention. I hadn't said a word at the time. I didn't want to be that jealous husband reading too much into innocent things. But now it all fit. And what hurt the most wasn't even the suggestion. It was the ease with which she said it. Like she'd already made up her mind. Like she'd already placed him in our world, in our home, in our bed. I didn't shout. I didn't throw anything or lash out. I simply sat there, looking at the woman I once knew, and realized I didn't recognize her anymore. Then I stood up, slow and silent. "Where are you going?" she asked, concerned. I didn't respond. "Come on, talk to me," she said. "Don't just leave." But I was already down the hallway. I grabbed my keys, slipped on my jacket. "Can we please just talk about it?" she called after me. Still, I said nothing, because in that moment, there was nothing left to say. No explanation that could make this okay. No justification that could undo what had just been said. She didn't chase after me. She remained there on the couch, stunned, probably wondering why I couldn't be more open, more progressive, like Ryan. But I wasn't Ryan. I was her husband, the man who had stayed loyal, who had supported her through every mood swing, every emotional withdrawal. Even when she began drifting away without explanation, I got into my car and drove. No destination, just motion. Just space between me and her. That night, I checked into a hotel. I lay on the unfamiliar bed, staring up at the ceiling, tried to understand how we went from forever to maybe someone else in the bedroom in what felt like a breath. And here's what no one really tells you about betrayal. It doesn't always come with tears or screaming. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes It looks like a calm woman on a couch suggesting you let a stranger into your love story. And sometimes the only thing that makes sense is walking away. No words, no farewell, no turning around.